Jennifer's Tiny Kitchen Creations. And today I'm going to show you how to make cookies and cream rolls in a tiny kitchen. So this recipe for cookies and cream is going to make 6 rolls. If you want more, you can always double it. But what we're using for this is going to be a 1/4 cup of water, 1 1/8 teaspoon of yeast, 1/8 teaspoon of sugar, and I'll divide that, a 1/4 cup of milk, 1 egg, 2 cups of flour, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 2 1/2 tablespoons of butter cut into pieces, and a 1/4 cup of chopped Oreos. So for the filling, what you're going to need is 2 2/3 tablespoons of butter, a 1.5 tablespoons of sugar, and 1/2 cup of chopped Oreos. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to put the water and the yeast together. And I'm going to take that 1/2 teaspoon of sugar that I said was divided and just sprinkle it in there. And we're going to let that sit for about 5 minutes until it gets bubbly. So the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to combine our egg, our milk, the rest of our sugar, and our yeast mixture. And then I'm just going to give them just a little mix by hand. Put the salt into the flour and just give that a little whisk and mix it up. And I'm going to put that into there and start mixing. And while that's mixing, I'm going to start adding in my butter pieces, 1 piece at a time. We're going to knead this until smooth, but it looks like we may need just a little bit more flour because it looks pretty wet. So you can add extra flour as needed. So we'll want to knead this for about 8 minutes or so until it's smooth and we can do our window pane test on it. Once we have that ready, we'll put in our Oreo cookies. I've got my bowl and I'm just going to give it a spray so that my dough doesn't stick when it's rising. Set it aside. Let's see what we got. Soft, but not sticky. Nice light through it. We need to mix in our Oreos. And while that's mixing, I'm going to heat my oven up so that it's warm so it's rising. I'll let it heat for about 1.5 minutes. Should be pretty well mixed in. So we'll put it in for 30 minutes. We'll check it in 30 minutes, but I'm not sure if they'll be ready then because it's got a lot of stuff in it. Might take a bit longer to rise, but we'll see. So it's been an hour now, and our dough is finally risen. Pull it out here. See what we punch it down here. Rolled out to about a 12 by 9 inch here. So now we're going to put our filling in. So first thing we want to do is we want to put our softened butter all over this deliciousness. Softened butter. Sprinkle our sugar on. Now we're going to put our cookies on. We're going to smash them down into the dough. Now we're going to roll. Just gonna go from the long end and we're just gonna kind of roll it in a log here as tight as we can get it. Like so. My secret weapon. It has never been in a bathroom, never will be in a bathroom, ever. This unwaxed dental floss, and it works great for cutting things like this. Alright, so I've got them divided into 2-inch sections, and I'm just going to cut them. Dental floss. Slide that under like so. Bring it up. Twist. Perfect cut every time. Oh, now that we've got them in their tray, we're going to cover them and let them rise again, probably close to another hour because they rose so slow the first time. We'll see. Cover them so they don't dry out. Back. So while our dough is rising, we're going to make our frosting. So what we're going to need for this is 4 ounces of cream cheese at room temperature, a 1/4 cup of softened unsalted butter, 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla, a pinch of salt, 1.5 cups of powdered sugar, and some chopped up Oreos to top. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to mix our cream cheese and our butter. And we're going to mix them with our hand mixer until they're nice and soft and creamy here. Alright, so now we're just going to add in our salt, and our sugar. I'm going to add the sugar in slow so that it doesn't spray me in the face. the best part. Perfect. So for now, we'll just put it in the fridge and keep it cool. It should be risen now. Alright, so we're going to preheat our oven to 350. So our oven just beeped, we're preheated. We're going to put our rolls in the oven. We're going to put them in for 30 minutes, so we'll see then. Alright, so we just beeped, so we're going to take them out and check them. While they were cooking, they were browning fast, so I did put a piece of tin foil over them to keep them from burning. Smell amazing. So we're going to let them cool for a little bit, and then we'll get them frosted. So our rolls have been cooling for about 30 minutes, so it's time to frost them. My frosting, a little thing here, and my rolls. Alright, time to get one and try it out. So now that I have my piece cut, I'm going to put a little bit of the crumbs on for a topping. Sprinkle a bit. Alright, time to try this. So amazingly good. That is how you make cookies and cream rolls in a tiny kitchen.